Hello and welcome to my channel, Spiritual Knowledge Institute. We are talking about Nad. Last four sessions in this series you must hear about what is Nad. Now this session is about when somebody start listening to the sound, this Nad. How do they reach to the sound, the internal sound? How you have reached there? If you have start listening to the Nad, internal sound, while you were chanting a mantra, you had taken an initiation from a master, and after chanting the mantra rigorously, continuously, you started listening to the Nad. Then, what you should do now? Whether you should chant the mantra or you should study the Nad, what you should do? Generally, we should not differentiate between chanting the mantra and listening to the Nad. There should be no difference. We should not feel that what should I do, whether this or that. But one thing is very certain: when you start listening to the internal sound, this is your vehicle to ascend further into the conscious level, to go deeper into your conscious level. In the spiritual way, there is no one point direction. You go higher in the consciousness, you also go deeper in the consciousness. These two opposite direction in our physical world has no meaning in the spiritual world, because there is no direction of your progress. It progresses in every direction. So we were talking about what you should do, whether chanting the mantra or listening to the internal sound. You must now put all your concentration and possibility of time whenever you can hear to the internal sound. You must now study more internal sound. Okay, as we know, chanting of the mantra is easy. We can do it while we are doing work, while we are driving, while we're doing anything. It is easy for the chanting because now we have a good practice of chanting the mantra. But listening to the Nad is a different thing. Studying of the Nad is different thing. You should not study the Nad, listen to the Nad while you are driving, first thing, because the Nad takes you into the deeper sleep, deeper state of conscious level, which is called the Tandra. So you must avoid listening to the Nad while you are driving. You can chant the mantra, but when you are sitting somewhere and you have a time for listening to the Nad, you can listen to the Nad, but avoid the listening to the Nad with earplugs. As I told you, you can put your finger in your ear and you can concentrate on the Nad. You can remove your finger, then after some time, maybe 30 seconds or maybe 1 minute, and then start concentrating to the listening to the sound. This is the way how do you study the Nad. All right. And generally you do it in the before you sleep. You can take a side on a pillow. You can have a pillow. You can block your one ear with the help of pillow. Take a side and listen to it for some time, and that is the best way. During night you can hear it. And I want to give you example of Buddha also. If you have seen the picture of Buddhas, if you have seen the picture of Buddhas, he is lying on the one side, either right or left. Generally you see him lying on the right side, with closing his ear with hand. What that gesture means? That means he is listening to the Nad. Yes, he's not listening, he's studying the Nad. So he is into the state of good. He is in the state of good mood. He has a smile on his face. He is in the state of bliss. That is called Ananda, bliss. So but it depends on from which ear you are hearing it, depending on your conscious level. Okay, you should not feel that he is hearing from the right ear, so I should also listen to the right, but I do not hear it from the right side. You should not worry about it. Okay, this is a level of consciousness. Simply, when you have a higher conscious level, you will start hearing the Nad from the both ears. So you can listen to your left ear also, right ear also, but this is a way you can listen to the you can study to the Nad. Now you must remember, you must understand very carefully this. Study of the Nad takes you to the deeper conscious state, into the state of deeper conscious. You fall asleep, so you should not listen it while you are doing any important work. You are into the kitchen, or you are driving, or you are outside. You must avoid it. Okay, in these cases you can chant the mantra. And we also have a Ajapa Jap also. Ajapa Jap we will talk about in some video what is Ajapa Jap, but here I am just explaining the mantra where you need your conscious level to be present in your work, specifically while driving, and Nad when you have a free time, specifically during night or at the time of meditation. If you do meditation 2 times, sit for the meditation, listen to the Nad, put your fingers in your ear, not earplugs or any other help in the ear, just put your fingers, because as long as your fingers will be there, your attentions, your study will go well. If you put earplug, you will go into the thought process, you will not know about. When you go into thought processes, you will waste your time. So if you're putting fingers in your ears, then as soon as you go into the thought process, your fingers will automatically come out. So you know that you are not listening to you're not studying the Nad, but so immediately you would know that you are not studying the Nad but going into the thought process. So use your fingers during meditation, before meditation for 2 minutes, 3 minutes you can study, and after that you do your meditation as usual. All right, it will help you for the great experiences of consciousness, higher conscious. And you should not worry about and one more thing I would like to tell you here, because it is a comparison of mantra and the internal sound. You should not worry about that. I can do the mantra jap round the clock, maybe 5 hours, 6 hours around the. You should not worry about that. You can do the mantra jap for 5 hours, 6 hours, maybe 10 hours or 12 hours in a day. But Nad, you cannot study for more than 2 minutes in a whole day. So you should not compare Nad and mantra, because they are different vehicles. One is a cycle, mantra chanting is a cycle, and Nad is a bullet train. All right, so you can travel the you can travel the longer distances in 2 minutes with bullet train than your cycle. So you must not worry about the timing, but you must give attention to the study of the internal sound during night, before going to the sleep. And if you wake up in the midnight, you should listen to it. And during meditation 2 times, before meditation you can listen it, and while you are watching TV, sometimes you are sitting somewhere, you can put your finger in your ear while traveling in a bus. You are sitting, you can fall asleep, okay, that way then you can listen to the Nad, but in a safe conditions. Okay, so this is what you should do. So this is what you should do while deciding between mantra and Nad. Your full concentration should be Nad. When I started listening to the internal sound, I stopped chanting the mantra, because I knew it that my ajapa jap is going on. Once ajapa jap starts, it never stops. It is always going inside your mind. So you should not worry about if you know about ajapa jap, it is going on. You should not worry about that. I did not chant the mantra whole day. I could only study the Nad. Now you have got the bullet train instead of your cycle, but still people they feel we cannot drop the mantra completely. So you can chant the mantra while you are doing some kind of work, but your primary target, your primary important thing to do in your practice is listening to the Nad as much as possible, maybe 6 times, 7 times. Take a break for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, just listen to it. Take small breaks after an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and try to listen, try to study the Nad for some time. All right, so this is the 5 video series on internal sound. There is a lot to discuss about internal sound, but as points comes into my mind, or as per your questions, we will talk about those points. So please do like and subscribe this channel. Thank you so much.